Hello students, let's talk about the early political movement of Mahatma Gandhi. When he came back to India from South Africa, he started three movements in Champaran, Kheda and Ahmedabad, and these were the local movement that was confined to a particular place, but the success of these movement made Mahatma Gandhi very popular in India, and this also motivated Gandhiji to lead the massive movement of non-cooperation and civil disobedience movement. See, Champaran movement started by Gandhiji in 1916. The British government had introduced commercialization of agriculture in India for gaining maximum profit. Under it, the government emphasized the growth of cash crops such as cotton, indigo, etc. In Champaran, peasants were forced to grow indigo on 3 by 20th part of their land. Whatever land they have, they used to grow indigo on 3 by 20th part of their land. That is why it was called as Teen Katia system by the local. Okay, Teen Katia. That means the peasants had to grow indigo on the Teen Kattha part of their land. Teen Kattha means 1 bigha is equal to 20 kattha. Okay, so if a peasant has 1 bigha land, so then he had to cultivate indigo on at least 3 kattha of his land. That is why it was popularly known as Teen Katia system by the locals. The planters purchased indigo at low price. The peasants wanted the freedom of cultivation, that is planting the crops of their own choice and sell them at a price fixed by them. They invited Gandhiji. However, Gandhiji on the way was arrested by the district magistrate. This arrest made him very popular. Letters, telegrams reached to him stressing the people's willingness to join in the struggle. Finally, a committee was formed to inquire upon the problem of the cultivators, and Champaran Agrarian Bill was passed in 1917, which sorted out much of the grievances of the cultivators. Champaran, see here, it is Champaran, it is in North Bihar. See, Champaran. In 1750, indigo started being grown commercially in Berar, Awadh and Bengal. In 1750, indigo was used to make dye to color the clothes, and indigo was exported by the British East India Company primarily to China, UK and Europe. So indigo was highly demanded in the international market. That is why the Indian farmers were forced to grow indigo on their land by the company. Local farmer, however, opposes its cultivation. Why? Because indigo plantation needs more water and it also makes soil infertile. However, an agreement was made between British planters and the farmers of Champaran, that was known as Teen Katia system. Teen Katia means Teen Kattha. Kattha is a unit of the land measurement. So 1 bigha is equal to 20 kattha. Okay. So Indian farmers had to grow indigo in 3 by 20th part of his land. Okay, 3 by 20th. Matlab, the farmers had to grow indigo on 3 kattha. That is why it was known as Teen Katia system. British planters later on reduced the payment for indigo plantation, which was farmers. So Indian farmers shifted to other cultivation, and this greatly offended the Britishers. British planters started exploiting Indian farmers. They were forcing them to grow indigo without any payment for it, without any payment. Local leaders of Champaran reached Sabarmati Ashram to meet Gandhiji. Gandhiji was invited. They requested Gandhiji to look at the situation in Champaran. Gandhiji formed a small team of eminent lawyers comprising Rajendra Prasad, Anugrah Narayan Sinha, Braj Kishore Prasad, etc. He arrived in Champaran on 20th April 19. He started a signature campaign in which Gandhiji and his team organized a detailed survey of the villagers, accounting their atrocities, terrible episodes of sufferings, including their social status, source of income, land deposits. However, Gandhiji was arrested in April 1917 for creating unrest in the area. The Britishers feared that the arrival of Gandhiji may create civil disturbance in the area. On 18th April 1917, Gandhiji appeared in Motihari court. Motihari is a place in a region. Lieutenant Governor of Bihar ordered the withdrawal of case against Gandhiji. However, Lieutenant Governor thought that the case against Gandhiji is meaningless, is useless, so he ordered the withdrawal of Gandhiji. Gandhiji presented 4,000 files in front of Champaran local authority. These files contain the detailed survey and the signature of the villagers. Finally, Indigo Commission was formed. Gandhiji was also made one of the members of this commission, and a bill, an act was passed, Champaran Agrarian Act, in which Teen Khatiya system was abolished. In this way, we find that Gandhiji gained his first victory in India due to his method of Satyagraha. Then second movement started in Kheda in 1917. Kheda is a place in central Gujarat. See here, Kheda. There was a British rule in India that a farmer having an agricultural yield less than 25% is liable to get the remission of land revenue. If a farmer is having a production less than 25%, he get remission of land revenue. In Kheda, what happened? Kheda, Gujarat, the peasants were claiming their yield below 25% due to the insufficiency of rainfall, but the British tax collector claimed that no, the yield was more than 25%. This created confrontation between the tax collector and the peasants. The peasants refused to pay the land revenue and the tax collector insisted on them. Gandhiji supported the claims of farmers and exhorted the farmers not to pay the revenue. Don't pay the revenue. Okay, don't pay the revenue. The government finally was forced to exempt the farmers from the revenue finally. And this was another victory of the Satyagraha of Gandhiji. Let's Kheda Satyagraha. Kheda is a small district near Ahmedabad which was in a part of Bombay Presidency. See Kheda. Kheda peasantry mainly consisted of the Patidar peasants. They are known for their skills in agriculture. They are skillful. The land of Kheda is very fertile for the cultivation of tobacco and cotton crops particularly. A severe drought took place in India in the year 1918 as the monsoon rain failed to develop that summer. Government reassessed the data related to Kheda agricultural land and the cultivation. On this basis revised. Government reassessed the data. On this basis tax was revised, and what government did, increases 23% tax in agriculture, which was highly resented by the farmers of Kheda. Gandhiji at that time was busy in Ahmedabad mill workers movement, so he asked Sardar Patel to document the grievances and submit the petition requesting the suspension of revenue reassessment. Sardar Patel began a village by village tour in the Kheda district, documenting grievances, did inquiry and collected the evidences to prove that crops had failed. Okay, he proved that the crops have been failed totally, so government should remit the land revenue of the farmers. This petition called for the tax to be scrapped. Gandhiji exhorted, then Gandhiji arrived at Ahmedabad, he exhorted the peasant to resort to Satyagraha. How Satyagraha? Through the method of non-violence. When tax was not paid, the government sent agents to seize the property of the farmer. How dare you not to pay the revenue to the government? Your property will be seized. Okay, the government sent agents property. A lot of peasants were arrested in Kheda as well as for the non-payment of. Ultimately, government agreed to suspend the tax for current year and the next year, and all confiscated land was returned to the farmers. Government did not take any risk. He decided to suspend the tax for the current year and return all the confiscated land to the farmers. This was another victory of the Satyagraha of Gandhiji in Kheda. Then Ahmedabad mill workers movement in 1918. See Ahmedabad here, Ahmedabad, central Gujarat. This is the location of Ahmedabad in Gujarat. There was a tension between the workers and the mill owners of a textile mill in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Ahmedabad was known for a large number of textile mills, often known as the Manchester of India. The workers demanding for the enhancement of their wages and invited Gandhiji for help. The workers wanted that their wages should be increased, which was not accepted by the mill owners. After studying the case, Gandhiji advised the workers to go on strike. Go on strike. Don't do any work. Go to factory, but don't do any work. However, within a couple of weeks, the worker began to stagger. The workers could not be able to continue strike. Finally, Gandhiji himself sat down on fast, which went for 3 to 7 days, and the owner finally agreed to offer 35% increase in the wages. This was another victory of Mahatma Gandhi in the Ahmedabad mill workers movement. See, Ahmedabad mill strike 1918. Ahmedabad was the second largest city of Bombay Presidency. At that time, Gujarat and Maharashtra were one province which was known as the Bombay Presidency. Ahmedabad was second largest city of Bombay Presidency. Ahmedabad under the British, the cotton industry grew in the city and Ahmedabad became a modern industrial town of 20th century. Workers demanded dearness allowance of at 50% of their wages in order to sustain their livelihood. They demanded 50% in their wage, which was not accepted. The conflict escalated, so the workers started the protest. Gandhiji proposed an arbitration board, a tribunal. The tribunal had 3 representatives from each side to engage in dialogue to resolve the issue. First of all, Gandhiji tried to solve the problem through dialogue. Gandhiji analyzed the condition of textile industries, compared the wages with Bombay, analyzed economic effect of the Britain's war and living condition of workers. Gandhiji urged the workers to stay firm in demanding economic justice. After making case study, Gandhiji was convinced that the demand of worker was right. In March 1918, under the leadership of Gandhiji, there was a strike in the cotton mills. The workers struck work in the factories. As the days passed, workers became impatient. Okay, and they finally decided to accept the offer of 25% wage hike. The government agreed to increase 25% wage, but the workers were insisting on 50% increase in the wages. But finally, when the workers became impatient, they agreed to accept the offer of 20% wage hike. This was not liked by Gandhiji, because Gandhiji was fighting for 50% increase in the wages. So Gandhiji announced that he will not touch the food until the workers continue the strike till the settlement is reached. Gandhiji himself went on hunger. Gandhiji fast made an impact on the mind of workers. They came back again. They came back and continued the strike. And this strike was successful, and finally the mill owners agreed to increase 35% wages of the workers. Okay, this was the third victory of the Satyagraha of Gandhiji. And afterwards we find that the Rowlatt Act was passed by the government in 1919, and Gandhiji started the Rowlatt Satyagraha, which finally culminated in the form of non-cooperation movement and civil disobedience movement eventually.